Welcome back to Bookstage and Screen. You're here with Samantha and Gordon, and we're welcoming the wonderful Katherine Phelps. Welcome.
Oh, hello. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Now, I was scrolling through Facebook just recently and I saw something that caught my eye, the absurdity of Christmas. Yes. And I thought, I have to find out about this. And the more I looked in, it's a fantastic thing you've got going here, and we want to find out more. So tell us about, I guess, the absurdity of Christmas. There's more to it, but what's happening is it's 11th of December, yes?
It's the 11th of December in the afternoon at 2:30, which is a Sunday, at the Owl and Cat Theatre. Awesome little space.
Yes.
They are doing some really exciting and original work there.
Great. And it's a series of short plays?
Yes. I had originally conceived of this as a festival of short plays to do with social justice and the environment.
Yeah.
And when I approached the Owl and Cat Theatre, they said, "Oh, just have the space once a month for the whole year." And I went, "Why?" And I went, "Okay," which put a whole different spin on the thing, and I had to rethink how to organize it. But the thing was that there were a number of short play festivals happening, and they were delightful, and I participated in a number of them, and they're good fun. But the instant a piece was had to do with challenging issues, to do with social justice and the environment, they got dropped because they wanted just it to be light fun. And I understand light fun. I've done light fun myself, but I'm going, but we need the other. That's part of the dialogue that people have within their own culture and their society, and to just think and feel about what the issues are.
Yeah, so this particular day is those themes, but also within the context of Christmas.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Because there are quite a lot of issues now. Black Friday, we've just had last week, and it's also No Shopping Day for some people, and that's a big international push to get people to not just go and buy and buy and buy. And there's also the whole aspect of all of the waste that happens because of Christmas, and just remembering that maybe it would be better off to put things into reusable bags than simply buying loads of wrapping paper on things, and to buy thoughtful gifts when you do. Nobody's saying you shouldn't buy anything at all, but it's kind of like people who buy a puppy for Christmas, and the next thing you know, the family can't handle having a puppy, and you're going, well, now what do we do? Now the RSPCA has to get involved in all of this. So it's about being thoughtful, really, and then not all families get along together, and some people are experiencing poverty, and December is also a month where a lot of people have problems with depression, and these are all worth including in our thoughts.
Yeah.
All right, and the diversity that Christmas isn't the only thing that's out there. Some people have other celebrations during that same month that aren't Christmas, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Saturnalia, in fact.
Yes.
The pagan ritual, which
or
we
even
celebrate.
Festivus.
Yes.
You must be doing it without me. I've never seen you celebrate it. So short plays, how many short plays do you have on?
We have 6.
6. And you did a call out for submissions? Did you get more than 6? Or
more than 6? Yes, we had more than 6.
Always.
They got 5.
Yeah. And then we just made one up.
Stretch one up.
That's right.
Yeah, because and they're all a good mix of different themes.
Oh, no, I'm very pleased with that. I mean, if they were all one note, I would have just tossed them out. I mean, we're going to be doing, as I said, social justice and environmental plays all next year, all through 2017.
Right.
And it's very easy when you get into that for people to just make it sad or angry or this. And I'm going, it's much bigger than that. I mean, how can you grapple with the various things that cause people suffering if you only hammer people with this? Because the response after a while is, I don't want to know about it. And with the absurdity of Christmas, you want some people who really want to smash it up, but you've got other people who go, oh, I still want to stay happy, even though I understand their issues. And I'm going, I understand that. We want some of these to be humorous, without a doubt. And to be honest, most of them are humorous. And they still touch on the issues, and that's the beauty of it. You can still do that and then get people walking away and going, oh, I hadn't thought about that. And that's what we want.
Yeah, great. And are you a writer yourself, or?
Oh, many, many, many years. Published author, a number of plays produced. I write largely musical theater these days.
Ah.
And,
well, we did see you, one of your performances, the refugee piece that you did, which we thought was excellent.
Oh, really? You were there?
Yes.
Holy cow.
We were there in the crowd, so we have met in real life. How did you go with that refugee piece? Because it was excellent. What's happened?
Well, that was interesting, because the group that had me write that, originally they had a whole bunch of people who were writing, and then pretty much everyone dropped away but myself. And sadly, they brought in somebody to turn my piece into a full-length piece and didn't really consult with me. Now, I didn't feel like they'd necessarily, were doing bad things to the play, but the thing was is they didn't spend the year in a detention center in order to understand it, in order to write truthfully about it. And so I started asking questions. Well, do you have anybody consulting who is a refugee? And they went, or at least a former refugee. And they went, no. And I said, are any of your actors former refugees? No. Is your director a former refugee? No. And I'm sitting there going, I can't put my name behind this.
Yeah.
That's not how you do it.
Yeah.
I had a hard enough time feeling that I was doing the right thing for the piece you saw, because the people I saw in detention, they cannot say no and they cannot say yes, right? Their lives are in danger, and they have to be friendly with you, right? But, anything that gets passed on outside of that could potentially cause them to be forced back to the place they've just run away from to keep from being killed.
Yeah.
Right, and that did happen to a couple of people who spoke out on radio and various other media, and next thing you know, they were being shipped back to their countries with a very uncertain future.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to endanger anyone, so the other issue just for me personally was I really felt that I needed to wait until I knew those particular refugees I'd been spending time with were already in the community and had been for some time. And even though my work, I tried to make it fairly generic and lots of different people's stories, turned into one person's story, right? Even though I did that, it would have been possible at the time to think, oh, that must have been that person. And if somebody decided they were unhappy with that coming out, that person, again, could have been sent back. So, as I said, at this point, I could completely, and I'm actually planning on doing it this next year, I can release that because I know they're all out. They're all out in the world, and they're all doing fine. And it's like,
that's good.
Yay, yay, that's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
That the guys are doing well. And so now I feel freer, and no one's going to be able to really guess who's who on that because it was a mishmash anyways.
Yeah.
And so that will go up. I think we're going to be probably doing that one when we're doing the topic of fear.
Oh, okay.
So you're having various themes.
Oh, right. Okay, I see. So every month is a different theme.
Well, every other month.
And every other month, I should say.
And then the months in between, we're wanting to put together public forums where people can just come in and talk.
Right.
And I'm also planning on teaching a writing course on how to write about social justice and the environment, because people who take a run at that often flatten their characters. They try to make people too obviously black and white. The nuance is gone, and also if you want to be effective, and you don't want to be producing propaganda, and you don't want to be manipulating or lying to anybody. And and of course you also don't want to be appropriating material from somebody else's culture. So it's a real minefield if you care. But if you care, you want to tiptoe through that minefield.
Yeah, well, of course you want to be respectful and tell a good story and
and convince people that they want to help.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So that's a great initiative. Is this something that has just started, or you've had it for a while?
Well, this one in December is the opening group of plays for next year doing this. Now, I have been working on trying to put something together like this for some time, but it just all kind of came together real fast the end of this year, and it's like, whoa, after years of doing this and that, now, bam, all the doors just lined up and opened.
But sometimes that's good just to jump in and get it started. And it's a great way to start. The Absurdity of Christmas sounds wonderful, and a great initiative where, as you're saying, every month or alternative months you have plays, and then you also have discussions as well, and writing workshops. And
if students want to get a hold of you, what's the best way to find you?
Okay, well, the Coexist page itself has my email address on it. Also, I have been working on founding a university. It's like, who just founds a university? Well, Catherine's crazy enough to just found a university, but what I'm doing here is a part of that, as far as training people how to write these sorts of things and put these sorts of events on. Yeah. But you could also go to friendsinstitute.org, and that's the other.
You're there as well.
The other body, yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, good luck with this, the Absurdity of Christmas, and going on. We'll try and talk to you during the year to see what, or post on our page what's happening each month. But you can follow you and find out what's happening with the workshops and the plays at
Glass Wings, all one word. Glasses in a window, wings is on a bird. .com.au, and then for this particular project, it's /coexist.
Wonderful. Yeah. Well, thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule. Sounds like you've got lots on to talk to us. And good luck with your project, and have a lovely Christmas.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.